Welcome again, everybody. Welcome, boys and girls. Welcome to Elsa's fantastic world. Elsa and her friend Papa, as usual, say a beautiful welcome to everybody. So, how was your day? Was it beautiful? Well, you're going to even have a more fantastic time with us as we get ready to tell a story. Yes, Papa? What is it? Okay, Papa, tell me, don't forget. But in this story, he said he wanted to let you know there are butterflies in this story. Do you like butterflies? Butterflies are beautiful little insects. And you know, for summertime, Puff Puff and his beautiful little friend Kiwi will go to the butterfly garden and have fun. So the name of this story is The Imposter Prince. It was a bright and beautiful night. The moon was huge in the sky. The stars twinkled and the fireflies were all shining their light along the forest path as the guests arrived. So they used their lights so that all the guests could see where they're coming. It was the biggest forest party ever. It was to crown the king of the butterfly world. What do you say, Puff Puff? Oh, Puff Puff, say, remind me, did you just hear that? Puff Puff said, did you hear the car? Oh, yes, Puff Puff, they heard it because they know we live in New York City, where it's noisy. Puff Puff always say that. Okay, so back to our story. As I said before, it was the biggest forest party ever. It was to crown the king of the butterfly world. There were hundreds and thousands of beautiful butterflies that slowly moved their wings together. This is what they were doing as they sang a butterfly song. They were saying, tonight is the night we have waited on to give this crown and ring to our king. Now, no one knew who would be crowned king, but the king had to be strong with huge wings. He had to have done at least 3 good deeds and had to have planted the flower fields of the people. He also had to be super kind, or he had to have a huge field of his own and help people to plant their fields. Now, 3 old and wise butterflies would examine their notes and they would choose the winner. But there was a trickster hidden among them. He traveled a long way through the forest. He lived far away. He was from Thorny Land. In Thorny Land lived thieves and all those who tell untruth. They never, ever planted flowers, for they were all lazy. Their barrels were always filled with nectar. How did it get so much nectar? Where did they get it from? They stole it from other villages. The trees that grew around them were sharp. They all had these sharp, long thorns. And these trees overgrew their village because they were too lazy to cut them down. So there were no lawn, no pretty trimmed trees. They were just tangled bushes. Now the villagers from Thorny Town all had broken and shredded wings. They all flew around, bumping into each other and very, very grumpy. They were not invited to that party, but however, they heard about it. They heard about the crowning of this king, and a scheming, broken up, shredded wing butterfly named Gradang decided he was going to be crowned king because he wanted to live in that beautiful castle. He wanted everything. All he thought about was drinking all the nectar and honey as much as he wanted. He didn't want to work. He didn't want to plant. He was the laziest of the lazy. He was so lazy that he waited until the other thieves came back with their stolen honey and nectar, and he stole from them. Well, Gadang decided to put his plan into action. So first, he had to capture Prince Mystic because he was the only one who had this beautiful chariot that could take him to this party in a short period of time. So he decided that he will go in disguise and try to sell things to the people who live in the castle in order that he could put what devious little plan into action. He tried on many occasions, but different occasions they caught up with him and he was chased away. So one day he came up to the castle gate. He had this huge cart filled with beautiful flowers, and he sold all these flowers. And do you know where he got his flowers from? He had stolen it. But among these flowers, he hid a blue flower. And the legend is that these blue flowers are so sweet. When you smell the beautiful scent, what happens? You fall asleep. So when he sold these flowers, the maids took it into the castle and they put all the bunches and they put a lot everywhere. And do you know what happened? They fell asleep. The prince also fell asleep. So he crept into the castle. He stole the chariot and then he quickly get this chariot, which was drawn by six huge dragonflies. They sped through the forest as Dragon hit them with switches. Do not hit us, please. Oh, master never hit us. He's kind to us, said the dragonflies. I am your master now, and you will pull this chariot faster and faster. He then proceeded to strike the dragonflies fiercely as they sped on through the forest. Now, everyone knew Prince Mystic. He was very generous. He gave the people so much. He also had beautiful flower gardens. He had flowers that would sing, flowers that would dance, and they would dance, dance, dance. His wings were so big and strong that when he flapped them, a cool breeze would rush towards you. So the time came for the crowning, and all the crowd was in favor of Prince Mystic. All the butterflies all agreed. So one of the old butterfly said, Prince Mystic, please come forward. And do you know who stepped out? Out stepped Gradam in full disguise, and he decided to step on the back of a dragonfly. Well, these older butterflies didn't know because he looked exactly like Prince Mystic. So as they were about to put a crown and place it on his head, a strong wind blew off his disguise. It was the real Prince Mystic who had done that. He had awakened and realized what had happened. So he rushed to the party and stopped Gradam becoming king. The dragonflies took delight by throwing off Gradam from their backs. He's an imposter! Arrest him, said Prince Mystic. He's a liar, said one butterfly. He's a thief, said another. He's cruel, said another butterfly. Well, they captured Gradam and he was promptly thrown into prison. But on his way to prison, he protested that it was not his doing. He blamed the dragonflies. He said it was them who set up this whole scheme. Don't believe him. He did not tell the truth. But you know what? Whilst he was going there, he was already hatching another scheme as the party went on. So, I hope you did enjoy this wonderful little story. Puff Puff said, thank you for listening. And Kiwi said, it was a pleasure being here with you all. So once you want to hear more stories like this, please share with your friends, subscribe, and give us a thumbs up. So until another time, you stay as awesome as you are. So from me, Elsa, Puff Puff, and Kiwi, we say bye.